Hey metalheads, welcome to a battle of the bands. This time,
Manowar versus Sabaton on Kingdom Come.
Titans
Of metal facing each other in a battle of the ages. Also covering quite a bit of time because the first song we're gonna hear is Manowar's version. It comes all the way back to 1988 and the Kings of Metal album, which is one of my absolute favorite Manowar albums and basically metal albums of all time. Kingdom Come. I don't think there is need for any more comments.
There is. I'd say interesting. We'll talk more about this later. I haven't actually heard the Sabaton version through and through. I know it's new, and I know they've done it before. I don't know if this is a re-recording or just the video is new, but interesting choice. It's a ballady track, and
in the Manowar version.
We'll talk more about that. Let's hear the Manowar version.
I think the Manowar version is just something that pretty much everyone who is likely to listen to this channel already knows by heart.
Shining.
fade into the king.
I don't know why I thought of this, but if I ever got married, I think this would be my first dance song.
Oh, I'm gonna cross.
It's so cheesy, man.
I remember having this, actually, it's so funny that I have lots of memories from this album, Kings of Metal. One of my friends gave it to me on a cassette, not on a CD, on a cassette. And I was very lucky that I actually had a cassette player to listen to this song. To this album. I didn't listen to this song in isolation, but as part of the album. And I just loved this. I think I had it most on repeat. I think the cassette eventually gave up.
The tape just stripped.
The tape just eventually broke. Oh my God.
Hopefully most parts were during the Warriors
There
prayer.
were, exactly, not about.
Grandfather, tell me the story.
It is just one of these things that has been burned into my memory as the metal album.
Yeah.
It lives inside the memory cellar.
Sabaton.
Sabaton. This song has a story, a little bit of a story. Its first release or its first presence on the digital airwaves is from 2016, which is a while back. Then it made its way onto a Czech-based, how can I say, like a video game that was inspired by Kingdom Come. And then just basically 3 days ago from the time of recording, the Sabaton team released a lyrics video of their version after many fans world over really demanded this as a formal song.
Yeah. And I know a lot of you guys had recommended it in the comments. I know a lot of you like the Manowar battles. I love the Manowar battles.
I love the Manowar battles.
It's built for battle.
So this is actually a very worthy battle, and as we always do, we need to honor
Joachim Broden.
Cannot do this without our sunglasses on, even though it's not quite that sunny at the moment. Kingdom Come, Sabaton, the release version from 2021 that produced 2016.
See the white light, the light within. Be your own disciple, fan the sparks of will. For all of us waiting, our kingdom will come. Rays of power shining, rays of magic fall on the golden voice that speaks within us all. For all of us waiting, your kingdom will come. Kingdom come. Feel the white light, the light within. Yeah.
Whoa. This is gonna be a hard choice, I guess.
Easy for me.
Yeah?
And I'm going to be a little bit controversial here.
I'm bracing.
Yeah.
Say.
First of all, let me acknowledge that I love both of these bands. I've traveled to see both of them live. I've been to several of their concerts. Huge fans of both, as I'm sure most of you are. I also don't play any instruments, and I can't sing for shit. So I acknowledge my role as some, YouTube commenter out there on the interwebs. However, this is one of the lamest songs to cover. And I'll justify that. First of all, for Kings of Metal, you have Blood of the Kings and Hail and Kill, which are like two of my favorite Manowar songs ever. But they're much more complex and difficult. And I'm thinking about Sabaton's cover of Twilight of the Thunder God, where Joachim Broden didn't do the growling, contrary to, I learned this from the commentators on this channel. And so I give my vote to Manowar because, in a sense, this feels to me, again, as someone who's not a musician or sings, that this is a low-hanging fruit to cover. I know a lot of Manowar love this song, but why not cover Hail and Kill or something like Awesome? I don't know.
Sacred.
It says, yeah, maybe. But I feel like that would be more of this is like a Kingdom. I never really liked this song, actually, as a Manowar fan. It's kind of a ballad, which I know a lot of Manowar like. But I would have liked to see a more challenging song that really shows Sabaton kind of stepping up into a cover. So this seemed like low-hanging fruit, and therefore I'm going with Manowar. How about you? I'm
going with Manowar too. I think one argument is the habit that I formed since very early days. This is what I've listened to, and it sits in my personal memory as the reference song. So it's very difficult to dethrone that one. Another argument is that Sabaton didn't really do a lot of changes to the song. Removed some of the screams, which I really loved in the Manowar version, and replaced them with more narrative voice. Added some guitars, which were pretty cool, but maybe not enough for me to switch it over. And then thirdly, I agree with you that this is not a very challenging song. It's more what I would call a hymn rather than a song, right? And on that album, this fits very nicely, but taken out of that context, it is slightly diminished. But it's a great ender for any album, yeah. I think.
And of course it's good. It's awesome that, Sabaton pays homage to Manowar. But I'm thinking of, some of the other battles we've done with like Power of Thy Sword by Rhapsody was like a much more technical cover. Arch Enemy has done one for Kill with Power, which is also more, okay, it's not as technical, but
it is definitely more instruments are involved.
Yeah, I don't want to get challenged into learning this riff myself. It just seems like this is kind of a,
less challenging than other Manowar songs.
And not the best Manowars. It's not even cracked the top 10.
Yeah, you said you're going to play that at your virtual wedding, so please.
Yeah, by a DJ. Unless Joachim Broden wants to come sing it.
I'm sure you can convince him. Anyway, I'll vote both go to Manowar.
Double Manowar. Who's the Sabaton fans out there? Defend your honor. Why do you choose it? Let us know in the comments.
Let us know in the comments. Until then, may your sword stay very sharp.
And your quest end in glory.